What's up, sports fans? I'm going to talk about ADHD today. Fitting because I was supposed to do an episode every day, and the last time I did an episode was April 9th. Fast forward 16 days, and here we are, doing an episode every day. Got the NBA playoffs going on, haven't watched a single game because I'm working on myself. I want to help you guys do the same thing. Main thing I'm doing, before I said I was going to meditate 15 minutes a day. Now I'm meditating an hour a day. And what's it helping with? Everything. ADHD. Some people believe in it, some people don't. Some people believe it's genetics, people don't. Turns out actually most disorders, I actually love this, are just a dis-ease. So if your body is flowing as it should, it's at ease, everything is working correctly. If you have some sort of issue, say in your gut health, it actually shows, it manifests in your brain. So if you're getting too much sugar, you're going to be all over the place. So it's not that I actually had ADHD. It's that I had a bad diet and it was making my brain at a dis-ease or not functioning as it should. So if you do believe in ADHD, it typically shows up around the ages of like 5, 6, 7, up to 11. I actually believed I had it at the age of 11. Went to the doctor, I'm like, yo, I have ADHD. They're like, absolutely not. Get out of here. And then I focused decently well up until college. And I was really stressed out. I was, my freshman year, gotten really bad grades. So my sophomore year, I had to get a 3.0 to retain my scholarships. And I was at a 2.8. So I was like, I got to grind and do this. So I would stay up all night, studying. And then I was stressed. So I would smoke weed. I'd get like no sleep. And then I'd wake up and do it again. And I was just like hanging on my friends, honing my craft in baseball, studying. I didn't know how to study because I'd never done it before. So I was stressed about that and not getting enough sleep. So you factor all those things and my brain wasn't working as it should. So I go to the school psychiatrist, ask for help. And they're like, you have the worst undiagnosed case of ADHD ever. And I was like, that's funny. I said I had it at 11. But if the doctors didn't think I had it at 11, they probably were smarter than an 11-year-old. And if all of a sudden I have the worst case ever, it's not actually that I had developed horrible ADHD. I was just in a bad place and stressed out. And stress is like the worst thing your body can have. So another interesting disorder is bipolar. And they say bipolar typically shows up around, 18, 19, 20, 21. So you're a regular teenager, and then all of a sudden you're supposed to be a fully functioning adult. And if you're going through some things and having mood swings, they label you bipolar. But really, you're just a struggling adult. I've had friends who are bipolar, and they've taken the prescribed medication, and it does not work. I've had friends who are bipolar, don't take the medication, and just work out, meditate, and live a healthy life. And they might not still be like vanilla clean, totally normal, but they are less symptomatic than the people who numb out with medication. And if you think about the typical bipolar person, they're very eccentric, lots of ideas, the kind of person who's going to help overthrow a government. So the government's idea to help them is to give them tranquilizers and numb them. So when you think about it, the medication, same as for ADHD. You have ADHD and they give you Adderall. Why would you give someone who's operating too quickly a stimulant? It's the opposite of what you want to do. But Adderall also kind of like numbs your thought processes. So you go from all over the place and having all these cool thoughts to having a lot of thoughts, but they're streamlined. You're a little more robotic, able to concentrate like an essay and the same thing for hours. And I would write this essay and think it's so great, but it's actually kind of vanilla. So the medication they're giving the most gifted people in our society is actually just to numb them. So here I am going off on a rant because 69 days without a drink, and I still have a lot of work to do to fix this beautiful brain I have. So yes, I meditated for an hour a day. Yes, I haven't drank in almost 70 days, haven't smoked weed in almost 30 days, but there's still a lot of excess activity going on up here. But that's not a problem. I'm working to fix it, and so can you guys. So besides meditation, the main thing I would recommend to anyone is eating healthy. I have noticed when I even a little bit of sugar, I get all excited and then there's that crash. And that's what you can feel. It's also doing things in your body that you don't notice. So a lot of people say ADHD is because of bad gut health. And I had like the world's worst diet for a long time. So all of a sudden I turned 20 and my attention span is gone. And that's because the bad stuff I was putting in my body finally caught up and made it my body unable to handle day-to-day activities. That's why they say you are what you eat, because you know what? It's actually true. So instead of eating all the like processed meats that I used to eat, I'm now eating only organic meat, and also even trying to reduce the amount of meat I eat. Because if you are what you eat is true, meat is dead animals. So it's better to eat living things to make you feel alive. If you think about it, you eat a big steak dinner, just like when you eat a pizza, you want to lay down on the couch. But if you eat a nice, vitalizing salad with some avocado, you feel like going for a run. So food should energize you, not deplete you. So um, that was the download I had today. Meditating, and I was like, my ADHD isn't cured by any means, but it is getting better every day. My girlfriend still gets frustrated with me from time to time because I'm off in the clouds, especially when we're at the store. I'll be like looking all around like the dog seeing a squirrel. But that's what society trains us to do. It trains you to just work the 9 to 5, not buck the system, not think for yourself, and get distracted. As opposed to if you really think about what's going on, she's made this great point about masks. We're literally getting a vaccine. We don't know what's in it, and then wearing masks, which silence us. If you picture people walking around in masks, it's like some 1984 shit. Putting a mask, covering, you're muting yourself. You're not able to speak out against the government. So basically, don't do what the government tells you to do. Do what you want to do. Follow your heart. And if you follow your heart, your brain is going to be a lot better place. Stay healthy, my friends.